We're hanging out here in Zone 9B, Florida. It is a roaster out here. No, I don't play in a slip and slide prior to jumping on here. We work, we sweat. But today I wanted to make a quick little video to talk to you about something that I'm getting into just a little bit, and I'm having a little bit of fun. Now, it's a little bit of a guilty pleasure, I'll say. Is it growing? Is it grafting? Propagating? No, it's not. But it is still dealing with fruit trees, right? So what do we got here, folks? Well, what we have here is a beautiful piece that I have created. Well, God grew it. I just went ahead and shaved her down, made her a beautiful, nice walking stick slash sword or LARPing stick. Depends on your style of play, but check it out, man. I have fallen in love with this whole process of taking these. This is a Costa Rican guava called Cas, C-A-S. It's a sour juicing guava, but the wood on this is so amazing, folks. It is a hard wood. It does split a little bit in there, but I will fill that in with some polyurethane or something of the such, just so that way it'll hold. But man, this has been a really cool joy to be able to sit here and basically I sit on the back porch or out here, wherever, whenever I get a minute, and we'll take this blade and we'll just scrape off the bark on there, and underneath there's this beautiful soft, well, I say soft, it's hard, but it's really nice to carve. Probably the coolest wood I've dealt with. Now, I'm no wood carver, I'm no expert, none of that. This is something that I just came up, I had some trees, they did they got knocked back by the freeze, so what are you going to do with all this awesome wood, right? So I found one piece and I just started knocking off the bark, and lo and behold, underneath was amazing. So I'm like, well, if we have these, why not utilize them, right? So do we deal with life and death here at the nursery? Why, yes, we do. Now, did I gain a few XP points on my bow staff skills by creating these? I guess just a few points, right? Now, you can judge when you guys come over and take a look at them. Now, did I just do one? No, this is how it starts, folks. You get into one, and then you start feeling for the other ones, and they all have a different personality, a different type of, what's up? Thanks for watching. A different type of frequency. They will make you shape them. It's almost like a surfboard. Now, I've never shaped a surfboard, but this stuff will just make you find its sweet spot in there. It's a really cool process. Now, am I using Dremels or any sort of power tools to do this? No, it kind of takes away from it. I tried a little piece because my dad's got a little electric sander. I didn't like it just because this is round, and I wanted to feel for it. So this was number 2. Now, Goss doesn't grow straight. I haven't found any like real straight pieces. So can they be turned into a bow down the road or something like that? Absolutely, but this is strong stuff. And they're different lengths, right? I am leaving some pieces down here at the bottom. If they got a little character or whatnot, not shaving everything off. I'll just put on a little rubber piece on the very end there. But dude, this is a walking stick slash security slash Rafiki stick, whatever you want to call them, the staff. I know, am I getting old? Am I getting too old already? You know, people are thinking that I'm losing it by sitting here whittling sticks as if I'm going for merit badges. No, these are just fun, y'all. They, are all custom made. We're not selling them just yet, but hang tight. Who knows? Down the road, I am right now just having lots of fun, just sitting here, shaving them down, sanding them down, and really enjoying them. I'm using 2 back here. I'm batting down the cobwebs back here. It's really cool for that. You got to poke a squirrel from a tree. That helps too if they're low. I know, Kiwi makes me chase them off the tree. So that was number 2. Then I fell in love with this one. This one here has that on the very bottom there. And it's still cool for a walking stick. This one's a little bit shorter. They all got different lengths depending on how you actually cut them or whatnot. But this one I haven't really sanded just yet. So I just took the blade to it. But you totally make this custom how you want to. You have fun with it. Because what else are you going to do? You're going to burn this wood? Not me, I Googled it because I figured that this wood was of high quality value here, right? Now it's just me thinking, hey, you know what? I haven't seen nothing like this around here. So therefore, let's see. Well, it says that it's good for charcoal down south. Well, I guess if you got a ton of it, right? But up here, absolutely not. We're not going to burn this. Not unless I, go ahead and do it for preservation technique or just for making them look cool. But this was number 3, right? Very cool. And then my last one got a little bit smaller here. Don't worry, there are more. There's coming more, right? There will always be more. See, I am taking down, this is the bark right there, just shave it down. Really nice and smooth. And up here, all of these had branches coming off, right? So you have to just sit there and whittle them down to where it makes it as smooth as what you would like. Now, it's not a pool stick smooth just yet, but as the time goes, you make it to your liking. But anyways, I am having a fun time making these. My body's getting weary. I'm getting old, I guess. But I'll tell you what, I know someone else out there is having some fun trying to get a merit badge for themselves at an old, ripe age. But walking sticks, are you too old for a walking stick? It's honestly helped me out here just walking around through the mulch. If I have to stand up, being able to push up on it. Maybe it's my age. I don't know. But Casquava, an excellent stick to sit at home and shave away, right? Happy Friday. You guys are already here. We're already sweating. It is what it is. I thought I'd grab my water, but it looks like I left it. Let's take you on a quick little tour now that you're here. Thanks for tuning in. And we are sweating, folks. It is hot. We had lots of rain. Yeah, here I can give you a better zoom in on them. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching, y'all. But this is, let me show you. Oh, sorry about that, folks. Hang on here. Let me show you how they start, and then I'll show you, well, I already showed you the finished product. Real quick, we do have a couple of things to discuss now that y'all are here. We still got some mangoes here in 3 gallons, 1 for 50, 2 for 95, and they are exploding in growth. Come on by and check them out because they are going into 7s quite deep fast, right? What's up? Says, can you do a huge favor today? And no, we will not do that into the mic, sir. We are grown adults. All right. Now, thanks for tuning in. That is funny though. Happy Friday to you, wherever you're watching from. You got orchids too, D? Yeah, my mama's cranking out them orchids. Y'all, she's putting them up here and waiting for one of y'all to come over and collect them. And this rain is doing a doozy on a lot of these trees, making growth explode. We got a couple of things. I know. Oh, here's another thing. Since we're talking mangoes real fast, let me spin this bad boy around. Everyone right now and their mothers has a festival going on, and I figured I can't be any different. You're gonna leave me out of festival life, right? You going to the Mango Fest? No. That's not what I'm saying. Listen, what I'm saying is I'm creating my own Mango Fest. What? Shh. Listen, check this out. Oh, beautiful. My water's right here. Hang on. Thanks for tuning in. 1 second here. Let's talk to you for 1 sec here about this new Mango Fest that's about to go down. It's actually starting today. It's dropping today. Now, what are you talking about? You're speaking a lot of stuff. What are you, dehydrated? Yes, hang on. So, this Mango Fest, what's it called? It's called Manatees and Mangoes, folks. What does that mean? So, we have Blue Springs State Park right behind me, right? Less than a mile down the road. What is it, a mile and a half or whatnot? Anyways, first magnitude spring. We're going to talk in the shade, absolutely, because here comes the sun, folks. First magnitude spring, over 100 million gallons of fresh water pours out of there. 72 degrees, feels fantastic. They got some amazing manatees that you can go and swim with. Not pet, don't molest the manatees, absolutely not. There is a fine for that. Anyways, you can go swim with the manatees, the fish, tilapia. They got gar, they got other people, they got wild Florida people up there. Whatever you're looking for, Blue Springs has it. Go over there, check them out. And then when you're done playing with the manatees and checking out the fish, taking cool pics and, posting and whatnot, come on over here, drop in for a mango. We're calling it the Manatees and Mangoes Festival, man, right here in Orange City. Where else can you see manatees and come by and grab a mango? I know a lot of places in Florida, but listen, up here in Orange City and Volusia, let's go, folks. Check it out. We will be here during open hours. Tell me that you went over there to the Blue Springs and that you hung out with the manatees, and we'll give you a little bit of a discount, maybe a free little plant here. But that is the festival. Manatees and mangoes. Come on by. Take a swim in this cold water, which is rejuvenating, folks. That is fountain of youth. Kidding. Don't think that. But it's amazing. Aquifer water. Good water here. Come by, take a swim, and then stop by, say what's up, grab a mango, grab a avocado, grab some mulberries, stop by and say hi to Kiwi, whatever it is. We are here, folks. But what else we got? We got some more announcements. So real quick, I know I was telling you guys that for these travelers, we do have, you know, somewhere to relieve yourself. Yes, we have a porta potty. But yes, check it out. That is about to disappear. Now, we are going into the slow season, so what do you mean? Where are we going to be able to relieve ourselves, D? What are you doing? What'd you do? Dig a hole for us? No. We got a better idea. Hang on here, folks. We'll call you back here. We came up, well, by we, I mean me, came up with another plan. Welcome to your own private getaway, your own little restroom here, folks. Let me show you. Let me give you a nice little tour of the place where you can relieve yourself now. Just because, listen, folks, for the price that I'm going to pay for 1 month of that porta potty, I already paid. This thing has already paid itself off. And it's already quite homey in here. Now, what do you got cooking in here, D? Well, got a little snail action, which terrible. They are running amok. Anyways. Yes, folks, you see the setup. Does this make you want to come over? Check it out, folks. So not only do we have some reading material, right? We also got a nice little place where you can come in here, relax in the shade. The other porta potty was in the sun. We got a little mulch in there. Now, it's not sawdust. I know. It's supposed to be sawdust. This is a composting toilet. All right. But we got mulch in there. Yay, it's fine enough. We'll start off with that until I can get some sawdust. But listen, folks, I know you're traveling. We just can't have you wetting the trees or, you know, doing your business on the property. The neighbors will see you. They'll call the cops. It's a thing out here, right? No indecency out here. But check it out. It's got vents. You're in here in the shade. Stop by. Get an education on what's growing around you, man. I mean, who else? I care about you, folks. But listen, that's a new place to relax. We got some beautiful trees. If you want a master class in mangoes, how to grow, how to graft, all the fun stuff, stop by and say what's up. This rain was terrible. I mean, I say terrible, but it like washed away a lot of this mulch in here. And because we are not really flat here, we have some elevation change by my neighbors over here, but M4s are still hanging in there. Only 3 to go. 3 on there, folks. We're getting a lot of drops, fortunate, but expected. Valkyrie still hanging on to a drop. Oh my gosh. Man, I'll eat them still. I know the flavor's not there. It's about 50%, whatnot, but I'll still get a little bit of the flavor if I can. Dang it, I done grew it. I got to eat it, right? Things are looking great. Some things are looking better than others. Oh, this little Maria mango drop, which was expected. I don't know if you can see the bright pinks in that. That is a baby little Maria. Bright pink, bright purple. I don't know if it's going to come through, but I will try to even eat that one just to see what flavors we will pull through out of that. This one still hanging in there, which that one may fall. It already has like a little kidney shape on there. And then these 2 others that may hang into there. That one doesn't have much color in there. And this one has got some really cool pickering type splash notes on there. You can already see it through the bag. Hang tight. I don't want to molest it too much just because that's when they start falling down. But trust me, it's got some splotching in there. And that's why I think it's cross-pollinated with pickering. It's got some wider leaves and it's got the splotching, really cool colors. But my 2 cents, folks. I don't know. We're going to have to tune in to find out. Yeah, but some of these are dropping more than others. I still got a few pina coladas holding on here. I got to bag that one up just because these squirrels are no joke, man. I got Kiwi running security, but oh, hang on here. Let me get off the Wi-Fi. If not, it could be worse. Could drop you guys one little coconut cream, folks. One. I know. Dropped all the rest of them. She shook them off. She's like, not in this pot. I need to be upgraded, which is fine. One sugar loaf as well. Dropped them all off. I was saying how she was great and she was having no problems keeping them on, but all but one, folks. It is what it is. I am grateful for whatever we get, right? Even if I'm just making mango leaf tea this year, I am happy that something is still alive and that I didn't lose everything. It could have been brutal out here, folks. I mean, it was this year. It's not easy, but we smiled through the pain nonetheless. Miracle fruit is blooming like crazy. Expect fruit to just surprise you on this tree. 1 minute you got, hello. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate your time. You could be anywhere else on this Friday, but you're sitting here talking mangoes. Now, yes, we wrap them up with this stuff. The squirrels usually don't mess with them with this mesh on, or the coons. Although I've seen videos where people still have shown pics or whatnot where they're all squished in there. We don't have those chupacabras here, luckily, or else, whew, I'd be pulling all-nighters out here. But the sun is out, folks. Humidity is high. We're expecting way more rain tonight as well. Some Paris are still looking good on here. This one started with like 8 or 9, and now I think she's down to like 4 maybe. But all right, not too shabby, folks. Things are greening up. I ran the weed eater yesterday through some of this stuff, not through all of it, but only one black sapote now, one little matte snow cooking on there. So because of that, gotta make some more of these chocolate pudding fruits. So I will be taking a few more scions off of that tree. And these leaves are stunning, folks. Very soft, very nice. New growth looks good. Thanks, lubbers. Chewing on my foliage over here. I don't know about you. I am not building them a circus nor giving them homes. We eradicate them as much as possible. They're not my friends. They chew on everything, folks. One Marcus pumpkin fruit. Just one there. The other one fell off last night in the rain. So just one pumpkin. I got to bag it up here shortly, but if you bag them up too early, I've noticed that they can fall. So give them a little bit of time and see what happens. Wait patiently for another squirrel. She just sits underneath here waiting. She's like, I wish a squirrel would, right? Tell them. It's jumping in the water, swimming, living the dog's life over here, folks. But she's high energy. She's not for the inside. You're living inside in an apartment or whatnot, you don't get a squirrel dog because she will drive your neighbors nuts. That's a cotton candy, one and only on that. We're only on an acre here, although I am trying to fill it as much as possible. That's the beautiful cas flower right there. That's the Costa Rican cas. That's the bloom. I think that's my last one. Wow, I thought I had some more on here. Oh no, I got a few more on there. Yeah, that one already opened up and took off, but beautiful bloom. Sour juicing guava. The leaves, you can crush the leaves and it kind of gives you a little bit of the flavor of the fruit, which is quite nice. And it's been years since I've had this fruit. But here are the trees that I'm cutting back, and it is growing back. These are all seedlings that were, 6 years old, but they're growing back, no problems. This wood I left just because I felt like it was still alive and maybe it would resprout, but if not, dude, I gotta chop it back and make something out of it. Doesn't look like much because the bark is all gnarly, it's dark, but underneath there is good stuff, y'all. Sucks to see them go. I was hoping that we'd get some fruit this far north to have one of the furthest, flowering or fruiting casas here in Volusia, but it is what it is. We'll restart again. Mulberries, folks, I am propagating them like crazy. Oh, I forgot to show you how I'm doing that now. First Mexican sunflower to go ahead and pop out. Oh, we got a few more here. There's a few more starting to crank out. Luckily, those came back. I am chopping those like crazy and moving them around as well. I'm going to be burning some now that we have some rain. And this rain just makes everything explode. Giant Suriname cherry. These Mahoys are looking great in here. They're getting really thick. Are we expecting bananas? No, don't tell anybody. But you got to have the tropical look. Looks really nice. Thank you, thank you. And this is done without any of those sides. No pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, none of that stuff, right? Hence why you see real weeds, right? I don't spray that glyphosate stuff, right? I'd rather just have some Biden's Alba that if I ever want to eat, I can eat without having to use gloves or to rinse it 30 times, bleach it, none of that stuff. Oh, the gold nugget is looking great. Leaves are getting really big on there already. Green Australian mulberries acclimating quite nice, springing out very quickly. I'm kind of going, uh-oh, am I certain that I wanted it that close to the passion? But it's there. We'll work it out. Got a pair of pruners. You can fix anything, folks. That and a chainsaw. Fix it, move it. If it's an avocado, don't. But Ceci Love seedling is coming back, folks. Life is good. Don't worry, don't worry. I know. It'll be 6 to 10 years before you eat them. But when you do, you'll know exactly where it started from. And maybe you'll be motivated to plant some seedlings this far north as well. Meanwhile, kumquats showing you that it doesn't get phased by the cold that much. She did drop some leaves, some branches. I had to go ahead and cut back. But flowering like no problem. And watch it start holding some fruit again. Are you pushing citrus again? No, no, no. Kumquats are different. I will have some kumquats here for sale as I get them. Only because I can tell that they don't get beat up as bad as, say, the sweet citrus and, you know, the lemons and such. Here's a centennial that just put off a bunch of new growth. And I was told there were some flowers over here, but I don't see any on this side. I'm sure there's some in there, but very beautiful little kumquat. More of a lemon, if you will. It's not like the tastiest, but it's there. Uh-oh, we got a nice little cloud cover and a breeze, so feels quite nice. Hopefully you guys can hear me still. Little ginberry action. Let's see if there's any on there. It did produce a few already. Oh, it's shriveled up. It's old and shriveled. About the seed. We'll take the seed. Yeah. That took me, I think, like 2 years to get seed out of that. I grew that from seed, but oh, a little butterfly just came around. Shangri-La, folks. I am lopping this one back, making more. She is a monster. Wants to grow big, which is great. Why not? Grapefruit, my favorite of the year. I said it, my favorite of the year. Only because this Thai dwarf was kind of, it got frozen back. It shot up, froze, you know? It was one of those situations where I'm not blaming her. It was wacky weather, right? But I am cutting it back, propagating it. And you know what happens. When you propagate it, you start shooting out more berries. She's like, don't kill me. Wait, I'll feed you. And you're like, okay, I'll slow down. But edible leaves whenever they're young, I'm not telling you to do it, but this is just what they claim. You do your own research. Do not sue this poor man over here. I'm just trying to be a happy little farmer, right? They are edible when they're young, or allegedly you can make some cool teas. Hang on, let me clear this pathway of this Mexican sunflower. Make some cool teas, figure it out, but the berries are legit, folks. And this one's more shrub-like compared to the Shangri-La, but very, very nice. You were talking about propagating them. Yes, let me show you. Shout out to David the Good for dropping some great knowledge on us. I do appreciate the YouTube University. The growers on there are always giving cool tips and tricks. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do here for you, right? Hang on. I'm trying to give you some tips and tricks on how we're doing stuff. So if you're trying to get into the industry, or if you're just trying to do it in your own backyard, maybe, just maybe, you can pick up a tip and be off into the races. Now, what are you doing growing in that snow? What is that? Well, David the Good just came out with, shout out to him, came out with a video talking about how to propagate like a professional. Well, I don't claim to be a professional. I am doing this professionally, I think, but some of y'all probably are sitting at home laughing. It's cool. Listen. So anyways, here's what I was doing before. Propagating mulberries in some peat moss and perlite, right? I'd put 6 to 8 cuttings in there. And then as they sprout, the roots all sprout, and then you are untangling the roots. And it's a mess because you do break them in the soil, right? So he comes out and says, do it like the pros do it. They put it in perlite. That way, one, the roots aren't going to sit there and break up or the soil's not going to break the roots. And they just pull out. Once they're done, boop, you pull them out, probably untangle just a hair and reuse them, right? So straight perlite, easily done. I was like, sold. So I went ahead and did some Thai dwarfs and Shangri-Las, and I went ham on here. Did a bunch of them because people are asking for them, and why not? Let's propagate them, let's grow them, let's spread them. These are nematode resistant, so both varieties can be grown. Once I get enough Tice, then we'll be cooking with those as well. But straight perlite, folks. Stay tuned. We'll see how the results are. If it sucks, I'll tell you. And then I'm gonna call and complain to him. No, I'm kidding. So far so good. We'll see. This is how we test things out. Do it and find out if it works for you. What if his moisture is a little bit different, his humidity is a little bit different, or his air, who knows? But how do you know if it works? You try it and find out, right? I can tell you that something works for me, but you may have different results. Babysitting a tree over here. I know, look at this. This is not my creation. Someone asked us if we could babysit it while they were out of town. I don't know who they got this from. They done bought a tree with no tag, don't know. They don't know the mama nor the daddy. They don't know nothing about this tree. You listen, folks, I don't care what kind of deal you get. If you go to a nursery and there's no tag on there, it's tough. You can have a great mango, or you can have one that you're going to totally regret down the road. That's up to you. Anyways, do you. Black turmeric here. Roselle is going out very, very shortly. I got to get these plants out there just because it is that time. We need to make some jam this year. We got orders all the way in Zimbabwe. No, but we're going global. We're going more. We're going to build more. We're going to jam some more jam. Look, Matt's Wild Cherry tomatoes. If you're not growing this variety, I highly recommend it. I think it produces better than Everglades. This thing is falling out of the shade house, littered all over the floors. They're even peeking out of the shade. Like, look at them, man. They're like, can we just give you fruit? Are you not entertained? Look, jumping out, folks. I can't control these. Tomatoes, little tiny ones that like the heat. Good little treats. You can propagate them. I'm throwing them around. And if you don't like the red ones, a little tart, not bad. Come get these coyotes, right? Very sweet as well. All this. So aisle number 2 is down here on the end. So please, when you walk in here, walk this side or walk around, because these little tomatoes are sprawling around. Why go ahead and cut them when a volunteer wants to be this happy and wants to give you this much food? I can't say no to great volunteers like that. But anyways, folks, we are open all weekend. All right, 10 to 6 or 10 to 6 today. Today's Friday, 10 to 6. Look, another gin berry for you if you want it. 25 bucks in a 3-gallon. June plums. 10 to 6 today, 10 to 6 tomorrow. Sunday, 12 to 6. These are 7 gallons. Well, 7-gallon mangoes that I just up potted. So they still need to root out. But getting them into some larger sizes here. Black Zapotes, grafted by me. Matt Snow. Some were already sold with blooms. Great little trees, and I will be making more. A couple of Brogdons. Folks, we got stuff here. Come on by, take a look, say what's up. Also, stop by, cool down at the state park, swim with some manatees. Come over here and talk mangoes with me. I'm here. All right. Have yourselves a fantastic day. We're here. Say what's up. Do you have to make an appointment to come and see me? It's preferred. It is cool. It is a nice gesture to be like, yo, I'm coming. Send me a text, whatever. Not necessary. You can always stop by. Just park in the grass on the right-hand side of the house. You'll see the gates. Park in the grass. Walk on back and say what's up. No problem, folks. Take it easy. Till next time. Let's grow together. Do something, folks. This food is not going to grow itself, but get some good organic fruit. If not, go to the store and pay for that sprayed stuff. Love you. Gotta go.